Hi guys. This was going to be the defense portion of the King's Row VOD, but instead, I'm going to review Busan, which is the first map we played in the scrim. The reason why I'm not doing King's Row is because we decided to put Judah on main tank and Aether on off tank, and as we would have seen in the scrim, Judah is not a better main tank than Aether, and we shouldn't have swapped it. So in my opinion, it's useless to do that, as we'll be making a lot more mistakes than we normally do, plus I'm reviewing two people that are on off role, and it's just useless criticism for someone that doesn't play that role. So instead, we're going to do this map, because we made a lot of mistakes and weren't really thinking properly when we were playing this. So let's get straight into it. So we're doing a monkey brawl. Sorry, I forgot the word. I was either going to say brawl dive or monkey brawl. So yeah, we play it like a brawl. We want to play a close range and basically run into them. We against the enemy team, we want to look for a hack on either the Rhine or the Zarya. If we hack Zarya, they'll have no bubbles for the rest of the team. Zarya will have no bubble for herself, which means we could go hard on the Rhine. If we hack the Rhine, Rhine will have no shield. He'll just be a free target in the open. In my opinion, I say we hack the Zarya just because we can run through the Rhine. Zarya will have no charge while we do that, and she won't be a problem as the fight goes on. Now, they're running a mix of a brawl comp instead of the May. They are opting to go with a McCree and Reaper. I don't know who their flex DPS is, but it's a very close range, a very high damage comp. They want to run into us. The Reaper wants to burn down our Monkey, and the McCree wants to counter our Sombra and Reaper. So we should win this matchup if we play it smart. First things we want to do is, I think we called to go top right, if I remember. And this is the first mistake that happens, as we'll see. So we called to go top right. The team's already splitting up because our D.Va's going left for some reason. Now, when they have a Lucio Cree and a Zarya and sees a D.Va alone left, they're going to shoot at this D.Va, which means, and our Sombra is up here, which means Sombra's going to get revealed early, which is bad for us. And yeah, we're already jumping into engage. Firstly, bad engage. Yep, Zarya split off, but this isn't a dive comp. You shouldn't be diving. We should be speeding on and going fast on the engage, but we can't do that. Our Sombra's already had to back out because D.Va has allowed them to shoot at our Sombra and didn't follow the rest of the team, meaning Sombra has to play back. She went for poke damage and we can't engage here, so this is a suicide jump currently. Healers are also trying to follow up here. Spooky, mistake from you. You threw a damage orb. Your Monkey's jumping in alone on against a Reaper, McCree and Zarya that are all in his face. Zarya's going to get high amounts of charge from the Tesla gun because it hits multiple people, and Monkey's not going to deal much damage to any of them. Monkey's going to get bursted down. If you're going in like that, throw healing orb. Just don't waste your healing when you can throw healing orb. Sombra is still playing quite far back. She can look to get a hack on the Rhine here, but this should be just lost. Yep. So we have. I'm gonna slow this down just a bit because things are happening way too fast. So we somehow made Reaper use his phase. We are at a disadvantage here. Rhine has went for a suicide charge right towards our Moira, and we are out very split. We still don't have our Sombra in the battle just yet, so it's still a 5v6. And when we don't have a Sombra, it's just not going to end well. Reaper dies, and we just back out. We should fully back out or drop to point and die on point. It's only Monkey and two healers. Honestly, We're contesting it for as long as we can, which is great, but yeah. We inevitably just die on point. Reaper's coming back in, which is very bad. This is what you call a stagger. And over here as well, Zarya's alone, but that's both our DPS is staggered. Like, at this point, we just need to regroup, and that is not what we're doing. Summer died, Reaper's about to die on point. Just not good at all. We've already staggered both our DPS, which means our regroup is going to be much slower, and we wasted a lot of time there. If we just died on point, we would have been up and ready to go, but we gave him ult charge for killing our Sombra and Reaper. Now, they have Mirror ult and High Noon now, and a Shatter. So what they want to do here is they want to play it close, look for a Shatter. If they push in, the McCree wants to play it back, and when they push in, they're probably going to use a Cole as well. Against that, we don't really have much to use. We have the advantage if we do go on the flank. But yeah, I think this is where it gets confusing. We want to push into them and then opt to go on the flank on the left here, which they get prepared for. Yeah, look, we're going for it, and then we just changed the plan. We forced out Zarya to use a bubble, but you know, we've already had to use Fade to get there. We don't have speed. We're very much late. Now, they are unprepared. Now, two things here. We're missing our D.Va and our Lucio. Winston is going in without really the rest of the team, and they have now clocked on. Now, here, we should play this slowly, wait for our team to group up, because if Monkey jumps in or goes in, he's just going to get bursted down by the Reaper and have no protection. And we decide to just go on a massive flank up the stairs. We're already missing both our Lucio and D.Va, and we're going for a flank. They're going to be split off, and especially against a McCree with High Noon, they have a Shatter, they have Cole. We shouldn't try and make those rotation. This isn't a dive comp or a double shield comp where we need to actually make rotations and out-rotate them. At this point, we should play it slow and go into them. But the McCree's already split himself off from the team to catch us with a High Noon when we go up here. So it's bad for us. It's a good block on the Shatter. We hack the Reaper, but we've put ourselves in this really tight position against a brawl comp, which is bad. Healers are split off as well. Healers are in the back line with a Moira and a McCree. Very bad. We should just die here. This is way too much close range damage against us, especially on our Winston. So this is a fight lost. We're still going for it, but we're just all very split up. Our D.Va's out of mech up top, and then our Lucio, Reaper and Sombra were down here. And we're all focusing different targets. This is a loss. We should just back out and die in point. Now, that fight we made them use Coalescence and Shatter, which is two great ults. They still have McCree ult, they're close to beat now, and they have Grav. We have a Primal, D.Va Bomb, Reaper ult, EMP. We basically have 6 ults. So there's a few main combos of our comp. We have our Primal just to pick up one target, knock him back, get them out of the fight. We can either do an EMP bomb, which is okay on this map. It's not the best because there's a lot of cover, so we mainly want to go for the Blossom EMP because they're going to be playing very grouped. We can use Cole as an engage and Beat as a counter ult to the Grav and the Blossom. Now let's see what we do this. We regroup and we'll play it slow. This is really good for us. We're not being too hasty. And we're opting to go from left side again. Our Sombra's already set up on left. They don't suspect it at all. And now, this is bad. The McCree's turned around and Reaper's the first one going out. McCree has so much range and Reaper shouldn't be the one here. Now, as a sort of bigger picture, I'll draw it. So, they're up here. This is kind of our engaged spot on them, bad drawn by me. You can't even fucking see it on screen. 1 second, sorry. Where is? There you go, you can see it now. Sorry about that. I'll now do a different colour because that's not showing up very well. Let's do... There we go. This works. So this is kind of our engaged spot. Now, because we're playing a sort of brawl comp, Monkey needs to be the first one to go in. By Reaper showing himself way earlier, it's bad. We're not playing grouped up, we're very split here, and they're already going to be ready to engage. This is a good engage spot for them, and we already are at disadvantage because they know we're coming. Look, we split our Reaper away from the team, we're all playing it slow, and we're trying to go to point. Remember, this is meant to be played as a brawl. Jumping, fading, and then lose your speeding isn't going to get us there. You need to play it as a group. Don't use your jump, don't use your fade. Speed as a team, stick as a team. Your diva gets charged. This is bad. We're very split up. We've allowed them to get high ground. We've allowed them so much space onto us, and we're just... It was more like a speed to get onto point. We get onto point, we didn't create a plan once we got onto point, and we don't really know what we're doing. We get grabbed. Diva wasn't around to eat it because we left Diva behind. Now, we can't... Well, they got shot her off. I think we cancelled their Blossom and did our own Blossom that got shattered. We used Bomb and EMP here, and that should clean this up as the walls are down and they're EMP'd. Zarya becomes the next target. She's high charge and she's low HP. She should be the next target here. But, yeah, this is... yeah. We died very fast there. I don't know how we died after the EMP, but... This is going to be our last fight. They still have High Noon, they still have Cole. We have Primal and Cole. We should speed on with Cole. Keep stalling out point, but we need to take the McCree off at the top with Primal. Because that's too big for well, we have no protection when we go on point, so we need to use Primal on the Cree to bait him away. But we shouldn't be able to contest here, at least. Yeah, with the Kree on free range on high ground, it's just bad for us here. Good focusing off the Reaper, but because of the call, couldn't do much. Nice primal onto the Moria, but it took you a while. One thing to note, jumping in the air like that, it can be good in some scenarios, especially against a Reaper, but if their McCree was still alive, you would be in a very bad situation jumping in the air like that. And that's a Reaper ult, yeah. McCree didn't use his ult all game, and that has been a threat all game, so yeah. Bad map for us. We didn't play it like a brawl dive or monkey brawl. We played it more like a dive. We had no game plan when we want to go to point. We had no game plan when we wanted to go to left. It was more, we'll rush onto point. If you don't get onto point, what happens then? There was no real plan. Going on to this next map. Let's speed this. I can't actually speed up faster, but you know.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
When the fuck are we starting?
Ready for battle. Ready for battle. Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Jesus.
Ready for battle.
Okay. So we're running a dive comp with the Sombra, Farah Mercy, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I called for Kira to speed out the Dawn, then switch to Mercy, which is good. But the rotation we're making, you gotta remember, we have a Farah Mercy, a Sombra, and Anna. We already called that the Lucio needs pickup, so whoever stays back for the Lucio is going to be late, especially when we milk this rotation. Like when we get to about here on this area, they're going to be around here, and especially when we have Anna following you, she's not going to get much value. They're playing a double shield comp with a soldier, Hanzo, Mercy, and Bap. We have the advantage here. The reason why, they have no peeler for the supports. They have a Mercy. Mercy is really easy to kill, especially against the DPS. They don't have much CC except the Sigma Rock. They have Bap's Immortality. And yeah, the Rhine has no range, Sigma has very little range, DPS have long range, and the supports are useless. Now, the way we should want to play this is we want to play this main. If Farah takes a flank on the left here, or even going up and around here, it's good for us. Our tanks need to set up around this area here to just get range and take less damage from their DPS. We do have more mobility because we're playing a dive, and because they're playing a soldier and Hanzo can go high ground up here. Soldier can't really go any high grounds except if he uses a helix jump, and still the high grounds he'll get on aren't very big. The main target focus should be Hanzo, Mercy, and Sigma. We should go for the targets furthest away from the Rhine player, because Rhine swinging onto us is going to deal a lot of damage. So yeah, as I said, we're here. The healer, we're having an Anna. If you go in now, you're not going to get any healing. Early pick on the back, which is great. They're playing very grouped here, and when we don't have, well, it's good to get with our Farah, but once again, Farah's going on the flank, Anna's going on the flank, Mercy's on the flank. I don't see where our Sombra is. Yeah, Sombra is far left here, so we're playing very spread out here. They're playing very grouped, which is good for our Farah, but the Farah's very late to the fight. We need to play this back until all our team gets in position. Now, Rand's going for a hard push on here. He doesn't realise we have a Farah. This is good for us. We have free poke on the Hanzo and Sigma. Our Farah should be focusing the Hanzo there. We decide to go on the flank. Second biggest mistake. We focus the soldier. Soldier's 1 HP, but there's Antied Mercy right here. Antied Mercy is more important. Mercy can out-heal, well, not out-heal, but she'll only, like, it's very slow killing. Like, you'll deal 5 damage a second healing a soldier with a Mercy pocket. When Mercy's antied, she can't fly to anyone. There's not really anyone to fly to, and by the time if she even tries to fly to them, she's dead. Stop focusing a soldier that has his healing, has Mercy pocket. Focus on Mercy. We let Mercy get away, which is massive for them. And look, now Mercy's playing in a very bad position against our Farah. Mercy should definitely die here. Nice, that's good, but Mercy should have died way earlier. Now it's just tanks on point. There's a Hanzo here. It's a hard position to dive, so we should go for the Sigma. The Sigma's pushed up far. He's not near the Rhine, and we should go for the Sigma. Rhine's hacked, which is even better for us, so we carry on going to the Sigma. I'm just going to rewind this a bit. I don't know what happened to our monkey there. I'm pretty sure if they've decided to focus a Rhine, if I saw that correctly. Yeah, so here, you see about Diva, go on the Sig, and you opt to go on a hacked Rhine, I think. First mistake, you use your jump there. Never use your jump to go on a target that's close range to you. Especially with a hacked Rhine. Rhine's going to just be like standing still, swinging. He wants to get close to you. If he tries to get close to you, just move backwards. then Ryan will be more flustered on, oh, I can't do anything, I can't get in range, there's a Sombra shooting me, I'm hacked, and now a Winston's shooting me. It's a bad target, but you don't want to use your jump, because you have no escape then, and then you go melee range off him. Ryan gets out alive, Sigma survives way longer than he ever should. Ryan's back in the fight now. That's coming back in. Our diva should be matrixing through the Rhine, so he doesn't get any of the BAP healing, because our Sombra and our Fire can do most of the work there. Also, by matrixing the Rhine, the BAP will get no ult charge because he's getting no healing on the Rhine. My voice is going very croaky, I do apologise. It's good we want to set up on this high ground as Monkey. It was off their hands off from coming in. And currently we do have the ult advantage. Two big ults we probably want to use are... We could do EMP Bomb. We can Nano Monkey, as long as Monkey doesn't primal. And we can just use our Fire ult if they come through a choke. And that's all we really need. The Valk can just be used as a support element. My voice is actually going, Jesus. So they're opting to push me in, yeah. So this is good. We should be playing this close. They're playing too close. Let's say, where's my pen? This is a corner here. Very bad drawing. And this is a place where we can set up. Now, when we have a Pharah and they have two range heroes, it's like I always try and get you to do on Lijiang Tower. I think it's Night Market. You play it close so the snipers don't get any range or space. If our Monkey sets up here, that's not even a fucking X. There we go. If Monkey sets up here, he pressures out the Hanzo. When they're going through a choke point with the Soldier and Hanzo, Hanzo's forced to pull a lower ground. We have a Pharah. We play Pharah here on the corner of the building and up here, so the Hanzo has to split himself away from the team to get sights on you. But your Monkey still has Bowl to protect your Pharah. We also are close to Barrage, so we could charge Barrage here and even get Barrage there. But we shouldn't be playing this far back. We're giving them so much room, so much space to move. It's just bad. We've now allowed Hanzo to get the high ground. We're still backing up. Look how split they are. The BAP and Mercy are playing here. The Hanzo's alone up top. Remember, they have no peel for the DPS. Look where Ryan is. Ryan's split off. Ryan wants to push to here. Now, Hanzo's shooting you from up here. Ryan wants to come round here. The Sigma and Soldier are just here, split off. And there's just so much room. Like, there's this big of a gap between them two. This big of a gap between them two. And then it's just good for us. They're so split, there's so many opportunities. We can go on the Sigma and Soldier here, maybe hack the Rhine, maybe hack the Sig. We can go on the Hanzo and basically get a free pick. Next, after we went from the Hanzo, we can literally drop on the support so we can kill them. But we're giving them so much free room, so much free space. Once again, you give up the high ground, use your jump onto the Sigma. It's a good target call to go onto the Sigma, but you used your jump. Like, no one's ready for you to jump on this person. The DPS and heals are all grouped up. The Rhine's already getting into range of you. Like, if you decided to do that while the Rhine was here, and you were here, it would have been bad. It's just an overall bad dive. Nothing's really planned. Your Sombra's not in the fight. Your Pharahs and Mercy aren't really ready. Like, no one's ready, your Diva's not followed up, it's just a bad dive. And now both your tanks are going in range of their Rhine, and they have used Immortality. That was a suicide dive. Now, this Rhine, he suicided. That's him dead. Next target up is the Sigma. We go for the Sigma, and in that time, if Mercy tries to go for suicide res, Mercy's dead as well. Push on through the Sigma. He's so alone. Mercy's gone for suicide res. We use jump close range as well. Stupid, bad. You use your jump. Mercy's resin. We're DMing the Mercy for some reason. But yeah, you're wasting your jump here. We're not focusing the Mercy. Soldiers went high round, focusing our Anna, just picked off our Mercy's suicide and suicide resin as well. It's just terrible target focus. Ryan's now back up. No one's touching point. If we back down to point, we're dead. We lose this fight. We gave them so much space. We didn't focus the right targets, and this fight's. It's a good primal, but it wasn't worth the Farrell. It was just lost. I thought you would have turned that around, but no, it's still lost. They still have so much space around your Farrell. There was no ult value there, and it's more of a waste of ult. Decent bomb, but if we saved the bomb, we could have used it with EMP. Remember, this isn't overtime, it's not last fight. We shouldn't throw this many ults. We shouldn't have used our barrage, we shouldn't have used our bomb. They're two big combos for our EMP. Now we only have EMP Nano Monkey. With how close together they're playing, especially here, we could look to EMP, and I think that's what we do. But we could have threw over a bomb with the EMP and got so much space as we'd have to drop to point. Now going for a dive here. The Soldier, Mercy and Sigma are sat back here. Hanzo's up and alone there. So I think we're looking to go for an EMP here. Now target focus wise, Hanzo's in the open here. Ryan's here. Ryan's very far forward away from their backline, which are here. As Monkey's up top, he can see them. Monkey could either go on a leap on Hanzo, or could go for a leap on them. Either one's good. If he jumps here, there's more people and there's a bat there to peel. With Hanzo being here, because there's a little ledge there, Hanzo's going to be harder to kill. I mean, easier to kill, sorry. And yeah, we should win by killing Hanzo. And because of the fire shooting at the Hanzo as well, Hanzo's already low. He's wasted his double jump there. We go for EMP. Now, okay, Monkey's mid jump. Now, where's Monkey jumping to? He had high ground, and he's failed jump. Oh no, he dropped from high ground. Sorry. And I think that was a jump on the Hanzo, but yeah, you're getting beaten up by the Rhine. You went close range to a Rhine. Bad. Good sleep on the BAP. But Ryan's just getting so much free space. We're all focusing way too different targets. The BAP has got out with 1 HP. The BAP got slept. He got down to 1 HP and he lives. Another fight lost. Good barrage, but once again it wasn't set up properly. Too far away from the actual team to do damage. We have to actually calculate these barrages much better. We're using them without thinking. We're basically being like, oh, the fight's possibly turnable. I'm just going to barrage on point without thinking about it against a Sigma shield and 2 hits. Well, not 2 hits, but 2 high damage DPS. So going into this fight, they have window, visor and shatter. They're also close to a dragon. If they play this smart, they should dragon here. If we push in further or look for a dive, the BAP and the soldier should visor, window, and we should die here. To play around this, we can go flank on the left here, and we'll have much more space to roam around, especially with a bomb that we're slowly building. Another big mistake here is we're getting all the information from the Pharah. Pharah sees opportunities different than our tanks do. Our monkey's looking to go on a very wide flank here, which isn't going to achieve anything. You're creating more space between you and the ranged DPS. It's bad. And we're wasting so much time. Our divas went in alone, waiting for the monkey to jump, and you've put yourself in a very small choke.
Helden sterben nicht.
And yeah, this is where we see 9. Yep. Bad.
Score 0-2.
Just not thinking about it. We need to think about it more. So, this map. Let me see when it actually starts.
Ready for battle. 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 Ready for battle.
Jesus, man.
5,
Okay, perfect. So, we're gonna look to do a Brawl Fire Mercy comp again. They're doing the same type of comp. With them playing the same types of comps for all 3 of these maps, we should have probably just run a classic dive. Sorry, not classic dive, a classic brawl into them. As their tanks are very vulnerable without much peel. Now, I think we win this map, and I think I call for us to go right side here, play inside here, because they're playing the 2 ranged DPS. We have more space going into here, and with the Pharah Mercy, when Pharah Mercy plays around here, this is her cover. It's really good cover against her DPS.
4, 3,
And let's see how this goes.
1.
There's so much cover in this map, their DPS shouldn't get much value and space unless they play an off angle. Now, we don't see this opportunity, but this is a good opportunity for us. The Rhine, they haven't communicated. The Rhine's going right side, the soldier's very far up left. And the soldier's about to put himself in a choke point against a Pharah. Pharah calls that they come in here, and we should play on this corner. Team's very still split. We're giving them much room because we weren't planned, we weren't ready. Rhine's pushed up very far forward. Where's our Pharah? Pharah's back here. Pharah is in a really good spot. Soldier shouldn't be able to see Pharah. The Hanzo can't see Pharah. We should be engaging on the Rhine. We have wasted our bubbles. We have got the lamp out. The bubbles weren't good there because we weren't ready to properly engage, and they didn't get much value. They've already used lamp. Why are we backing off here? Yeah, they've taken it off angle, but if we go, like, we fully push onto the Rhine, we can push them around there, and they're not going to be focusing on you anymore. Our McCree's on point, he can hide from that. Our Pharah's dropped here, but still behind a pillar. We let Rhine get out, which is bad. Rhine once again goes for a push on the right. He hasn't let his shield fully recharge just yet. We have a pick on the soldier, which is getting rezzed. And we're playing all the way over here for some reason. Our opportunities to engage are over here or here. And we're just waiting. What we're doing? We're letting them do something, make something happen. Look, as soon as they come in, that's when we're going in. Stop letting them do, like, make something happen. They're playing in such a small area. We have so much space and we're opting not to use it. We're giving it away from free. Rhine has no shield. Rhine doesn't let his shield properly recharge. Every time he goes in, it's either still half HP or nearly broken. We stunned him. I'm pretty sure he tried to charge there as well. They waste lamp. This is where we go hard. The Rhine has no shield. They have no lamp. Sigma's feeding. Rhine's dead. Pushing. We pushing. Don't worry about shield jumping and stuff when it's only a Sigma. You have so much healing, it's not going to do damage. Now we hold this choke here, we hold this close. Okay. Here is our mistake. We have a Pharah Mercy and a McCree. We also have a nut advantage against them. Because we're playing a Rhine and they're double shield, our Rhine can engage from this corner here and have Zarya bubble. So if our Rhine plays here and goes here, he's going to get bubbled by our Zarya and can safely get to cover. By playing here also, it forces the DPS to play in this area here, or just far back here and just spam poke at us. By playing it close, we're not giving them their snipers and their DPS space to move. By playing it back here, we've given them all this space again. We can't spear down to them. They have a window. Giving them this much free space when they have a window is very bad. And it gives us less space to see where they're actually coming from. If we played on this corner here, we would have seen no one's there, and then we would have seen in the corner of the eye there. And we would have been able to make the rotation, an especially good rotation, with our Pharah and Barrage here, using this building, using this wall to look for a barrage. Especially, it's a choke point as well. And because we play so far back, we're not even realising it. They've created so much range between us and their team. It's stupid. Our Zarya's the first one to go and you still haven't realised. Like, Zarya's already half HP. Zarya is literally an inch off her life, and now you've realised they're going left side. And because you're late to the fight, you don't realise Ryan's over here. The only thing you see from here is that the Sigma is going left side. You probably think the Ryan's still over here, and it's only a Sigma this way. If you want to hold here, hold it close. They're playing another choke point. And we have a Pharah. Pharah can play anywhere around this building and make their DPS struggle to hit you. Our Pharah also has Barrage. Play it close. Force them to play here. Don't just let them make this rotation and then create a plan around that rotation. They've went here because they have a plan to make this rotation. We want to turn that round, have our own plan to play it close, to force them to make that rotation, and to allow our Pharah to get into place for a barrage. And we're giving them space still. They're still in the choke point. Like, it was a good Pharah barrage. I say if we flanked the Pharah around here maybe, it would have had more value. Especially with the Rhine, like, the rest of the team was basically sat here. Very wobbly mouse, sorry. High DPI. The Rhine was here. We decided to barrage when the Rhine's here and the team's there. When Rhine's that far forward, we go for a flank barrage. And we're walking into a shielding. Just walking, swinging. They're in a choke point. The DPS have so little space, we can swing freely on them. Ren's half HP now. We hold him, we back him off. They use Lamp. Now this is the last fight. Lamp has, I think, a 25-second cooldown. They've used Lamp. Don't give them space. We're literally playing against our combo, a brawl comp. We need a poke, but yeah, when we can play space, have space, you take it. Look, we let them come in. We let them pin our Zarya. We let them window. We let them visor. They've used all folds. And we have only used 2 so far. I'm pretty sure Zarya's Grav got eaten bad already. We've used Hyneum, we've used Valk, we've used Shatter. We're in a bad position. Good pin onto the Rhine there, but Soldier's going ham in our backline. We still haven't noticed a Soldier. Very risky res, but we've turned this fight around. We should be focusing the Sigma here. Sigma's low. Bad flicks from their Sigma, like ulting around that close to his face. But yeah, we win this. We lose this, sorry. We give them so much free space when they're playing 2 ranged DPS against a Pharah. Like, you see that Farah died in our spawn because it's long range. So if Farah's dying when they're here, why are we making like the gap smaller when they're pushing in? Now they're playing right side this time. I was sees. Now once again, this is a choke point. They're playing very close range, and we have a Farah that has barrage. Close range Farah barrage, easy clap. It's an easy win. They don't have space to rotate, and the snipers don't. The DPS don't have range to move, and we opt to go. We're opting to go main. Now, we have no cover except the pillars on point and these pillars here. We're creating more space between us by going here than there. We have cover to get to them, but our Farah is going to lack cover until she gets there. At least when we play here, because the Hanzo's playing here, look where the Hanzo could see. If the soldier's playing here, look where the soldier can see. Now if we go main, look where the Hanzo can see now. They can see much more area than they could when going right side. Now we just need to hold W. We just need to hold W. You, as main tank, you're going from here to here, and then looking to go here. This rotation bad when you could just go here. You're making 2 extra steps when you don't need to. You have to close the space, and by going here and here, you're not doing that. Be confident in the movement. You going here shows me you're not confident in the play you're not going to make. If you went here and here, that means you have a game plan. You know what you're doing. You know what you're looking for. Zarya has already split herself. She's already half HP. Ran has no shield. And we should use that as an opportunity. Our Farah is already in a great position against their DPS. And we have more cover. Don't let them take cover on point. Okay, I guess that's that. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure how that ended, but I hope that helped at least. And yeah, I'll see you for next time, poggers.